One of the most interesting and chaotic careers has just started yet another unpredictable chapter. As 2022's greatest player, Ye has just shocked the Valorant world in his debut match with Evil Geniuses, where he not only put up some El Diablo-sized numbers, but did it with no other agent than the one that helped deliver him to legendary status in Valorant.
始まったか。この武器は危険だ。ヘッドホット。イエーイイエーイイエーイ取り入ってますよ。イエーイ見てる
Chamber.
You got a name? Chamber.
But just as quick as he was back, previous struggles started to appear, calling it all into question. So I wanted to take a deep dive into Ye's debut and analyze if Potter and EG were able to possibly reactivate a sleeping El Diablo and save his career, or if the flashes of greatness were just that, flashes. But first, let's get up to date on where Ye and his career had been before this matchup, and why this first map really was do or die for him. So after winning a Masters trophy with Optic and becoming the greatest player in 2022, Ye has since had 2 full seasons of misfortunes. First seeing him be cut after 1 game with Cloud9, then joining Disguised Toast's team to only lose every game and be kicked out of Tier 2 Valorant. Last year, he was promised a massive salary to play on the newest Ascended team, Bleed. And if you don't know what happened, then let's just say it was a firestorm, with his team doing terrible and Ye playing the worst Valorant he had ever played, resulting in him having to step back from the game halfway through the season due to mental health issues connected to his performance and the expectations on him. So when he was brought back to North America by the budgety EG team over the offseason, there were a lot of questions concerning how he'll perform 2 years removed from his peak. Many viewed this as Ye's final chance to prove if he can continue to compete professionally in Valorant. So luckily for Ye and EG, they were given an opening match against a roster that seemed to be at the same level as them, with a Sodok-less Loud team.
Here they come, Loud making their way out to the stage as they get ready to kick off the 2025 season with a new look.
So as the agent screen came up, all eyes were on what El Diablo would pick. And he didn't disappoint.
And Ye's back on Chamber!
I did not expect that one to
Yes,
first happen.
sir.
He's back on Chamber.
With Ye now on Chamber, EG started on their defense side, which is perfect for this comp as they were built to take on aggression, especially if they have Ye being the side anchor they know he can be. And while they lost the pistol, once the rifles came out and they actually got into their game plan, it was clear that the old Ye was in there ready to break out. He just needed the right help. On the defending side, Ye went 8-5, with 3 rounds where he was placed in spots to get the first kill, with each of the rounds ending in a victory, leading them to take an 8-4 lead into half.
Again, you have a window, right? You just tank the damage.
But to really understand what made Ye successful on these defending rounds, I want to analyze how EG set up Ye to take these duels with a high success rate, something the teams around him couldn't do for the last 2 years. We will look at the first real set play for EG this map. In round 4, it's clear that EG wants Ye to have a controlling eye on mid, which would be something they would do all half. Here in this setup, they have Derek playing in an Overwatch position while Nature in the site anchor position on B. This is a very interesting and dynamic setup by Potter, as they just wait for Loud to push forward enough and show their cards, and then they will react accordingly. After Ye is smoked off, Loud moves up behind it and is hoping to be able to push up close enough to catch Ye or Icy in an unfavorable duel and open up a site to send the rest of the team. But EG are disciplined and use Icy to jump peek and confirm that this is what Loud are trying to do without taking any real risk, leaving Loud in a tough situation to either decide to go for it now and attack one of the sites without full information, or fall back and restart their slow attack with less time, possibly then leading to a sloppy site hit as time ticks down. They decide to go ahead and attack where they think Ye is. This is where Derek and Nature's position is critical in Ye not being overwhelmed. By having the initiator right behind Ye in this Overwatch position, it allows him to both gain info in mid for Ye so he doesn't have to peek, as well as be in the best position to turn and allow Nature, who is ensuring they don't get flanked, to be able to escape off site so that they can regroup for any sort of B retake if they actually attack through B. With the attack coming through mid though, they play the situation perfectly. First, Ye puts himself in a hard one and done angle to read, swinging before the Teho util pushes him out, throwing off Dagzin's timing and getting a critical first kill on Loud's only entry agent, then using his TP to fall back behind Derek. This is where it's also so important to have an agent like Skye with Chamber, They can re-clear space quickly with their flash and set themselves up for kills if the attacking team still decides to try and take the space that Chamber left. By Derek pushing right where Ye left in Maul, he was able to keep Loud stuck in mid, now without their entry player and time quickly ticking down, leading them to just make bad decisions, leading Ye to getting up 3k, tying the game early.
Loud are surely going to test this now. They've heard the footsteps, but Ye holds his ground. The guy has a throne to reclaim, and that's a good start.
This is something that Optic did a lot with Ye during their prime together, as even with the pre-nerf Chamber, who could easily get 2 kills without TPing, they would still have someone like Victor or Crashies ready to take the space Ye's giving up after he takes the first duel. This will allow his team to still possibly get the first kill even if he doesn't finish off the duel, since they usually swing off of him to take contact. This is something that EG can and should continue to do throughout this year. As with years prior, he would either have to get the first kill or possibly die when he TPs, since they would just rush him.
Here comes a guiding light right behind him. Yay! TP's away right in front of Harry. Clear.
But this setup happened multiple times, like in round 10, where Ye takes an aggressive position with the op-down mid, with Icy taking an overwatch position, so that when something like Taeho's drone spotting Ye and causing him to TP back, Icy is able to swing right on time to take out Cowanzine right when he tries to take the space abandoned by Ye.
Up their control.
Derek did send a Trailblazer down there, and it did get the audio cue because of Cowanzine's position in sewer, so that's going to keep EG concerned about this area of the map, but it's Loud on the rotate, going back through the spawn now.
Cowanzine, self thrown out. Yep, okay, Icy gonna respond. Beautifully done.
Small set plays like that really allowed EG to win these rounds early and put Loud on the back foot, leading them to take a sizable 8-4 lead. But while EG were able to set up Ye for kills early in the map, as EG moved further along, they started to struggle to fend off the explosive Dagson with the help of Cowanzine's Taeho to clear hard angles and open up sights on the post plant, which is one of the shortcomings of Chamber, as it's not the best agent against full team retakes, which Loud recognized and used to their advantage to bring back an 8-4 deficit into overtime, winning 5 of the final 6 rounds before snatching the win out of Ye and EG's grasp, thanks to a 4K by Cowanzine, who's quickly showing one of the only ways for Taeho to be used in split. While they lost, Ye still put up some great numbers, like 18 and 15 with 5 first kills, with him specifically on defense looking closer to his older self.
I don't think he's going to be hitting a flick on that position. This is so doable for Ye. The return to North America would be nice to get a little clutch on his first map.
It is going to be run and gun action. You see the double up from Loud over towards the heaven side, and a fault line to herald their arrival. Ye has to set his feet. Cowanzine was a healthy one. He gets taken down by a headshot, and now Vinny, 16 points of health, has to navigate this one, and Ye is back!
After this map loss, EG continued to cook up some unusual comps, with Ye hopping on Phoenix as a secondary duelist with Icy on Jet for their pick of Pearl. Definitely an attack side comp that required aggressive pushes down one of the 2 long passages to the sites, where Ye didn't look as comfortable or have as big of an impact on Phoenix, even though he did still win duels consistently, but had a few moments where he showed glimpses of Yoi.
So far for the Phoenix. Found no connection there. Now suppressed by the null command as Loud find a burst of speed on their shock.
Actually dangerous, Vinny.
The util, the Phoenix util around the corner. Vinny not caught by the flash though. Tucked in a little bit too much either way. He was able to turn it. That was an opportunity for EG that goes begging, and Loud.
Quickly it became clear that this might not be the correct position for Ye, as he consistently misses flashes and couldn't actually entry with the rest of the team. Begging the question of why is Ye still playing on the duelist role when EG has a true entry player in Icy, whose skills fit perfectly into that role. While Ye continues to have great multi-kills thanks to his aim, his stats don't show the many mistakes and struggles this comp had, especially after Loud started to read EG's main plan of trying to insert Ye in mid so he could cause havoc no matter where the spike goes. And this would be what ultimately ended EG and Ye's debut this year, is they were unable to do much more than win the attacking pistol round to go out 13-10 on their pick, being swept by a deceivingly good Loud team, who did silence some doubts about their new IGL Vinny, who seems like a solid addition to the team and could make some noise in the Americas League going forward. For Ye, he would end the map 17 and 18 with equal first kills to deaths, but really it seemed like Pearl he was very limited, and we most likely will see a comp switch on the map going forward. So in his debut, we saw glimpses of both versions of Ye and what the future might hold for him this year, One is the cracked chamber player who can get opening picks and play off his more dynamic entry player.
Going to test this now. They've heard the footsteps, but yay! Holds his ground!
The other is a lost duelist who consistently makes mental mistakes and only bails himself out thanks to his demon-like aim.
Found no connection there. Now suppressed by the null commanders. Loud find...
Which one will we see going forward? With many other teams, I would say that Pearl would most likely be in his future, as it would be the same story for the third year in a row on a misplaced role. Still, EG has Potter, and while a lot of my faith had been shaken after the game plan and comp they came in with on Pearl, Potter is a world-class coach because she can identify the flaws in both her team as well as in her game plan and adapt accordingly. With both rosters she coached on EG, she slowly ramped up the team as the year went along. In 2023, it led to a world championship, and in 2024, it led to her bringing a cobbled together squad to the brink of playoffs, defeating the likes of Sen, NRG, and Loud. EG will find the right fit for Ye as they figure out their comps better and understand the current meta once Split 1 starts. So I expect Ye to start providing us more and more highlights and insane moments as he gets comfortable with this team. Want to relive how each of the 3 insane trophy runs went last year? Make sure you click here to watch my last video, all about the unpredictable and crazy runs by the likes of Sentinels, Gen.G, and Edward Gaming last year. It's an exciting one. Also, check out Exit Frag, the podcast I host with Zeph. Videos are coming out almost every day and we're getting so many guests that you won't hear from anywhere else. So subscribe to that right after you subscribe to this channel.